Hey folks, today I'm here at Falcon Boats. I've run Falcon for the last 5 years, and so I've become really familiar with the hull and the design and how the boat works. And today I just want to talk to you about the 6 different hulls that they have. In my opinion, the 6 different boats are for 6 totally different purposes. I'm going to walk you through each one. They have them from 18 foot all the way to 21 foot. You want to see them? Well, I'm here at the factory right where they make them. I do a boat build vlog every year, and for the last 5 years you can go on my YouTube channel and you can see exactly how they build the boats. I'll walk you through the entire process. So you want to see them? You want to see the boats, what they're like, what's cool about them, what you might like about them with the different colors? We're literally here in the factory, so we're gonna go check them out right now. So here in the factory, if you've never seen a boat build before, they actually start the build with the gel coat first. They start with the paint. There's a mold right here, and basically they spray, they block off everything, do all the masking tape, depending on what color you make, and then they take it over to the spray booth and start with the spray first. The second step is they start to glass the boat. You can see the glassing station right there. And then they take it over here to this and start trimming it, trimming all the edges around it. I've done the vlogs on this. I'm not gonna walk you through all of this again and bore you with it. But it actually goes pretty fast. This part only takes like a day or two. But once they start putting all the harnesses, wiring harnesses and hanging engines, it seems like it actually slows down. It's a little bit like building a house. You know how you see a house, they throw up the frame in like a week, and then you're like, man, we're gonna be in this guy in about a month, and then it slows down. It's a lot like that when they build a boat. Like I mentioned, there's 4 different boats there's 4 different lengths that they make, and then there's actually 6 different variations of the Falcon. We'll start at the smallest one. They've got one over here. Let's walk over here and I'll show you the F185, probably one of my favorite ones that Falcon makes. So this right here is one of the smallest packages that Falcon makes. It's the F185. It's an 18-foot boat rated for up to a 175. Probably the entry-level boat. So you guys that have a lake with a horsepower restriction, maybe up to 115, this boat runs really good. I've actually driven this boat when it was at the prototype stage with a 150, and it's a bad dude. I really like this boat a lot. Pairs up really good with like a 150, but you can run as small as a 115. You want a 115? Here's a 115. I'm gonna hang you off the back. Here, sit right here. Sit right here. This is one of our workers right here at Falcon. He's got his drill. What kind of boat is this? He'll tell you about it later. He doesn't speak English. This boat's pretty cool, man. It's everything that my F20 Predator is, but in just a small 18-foot package. It's got the same lids. If you're not familiar with the Falcon lids, the rod boxes open from front to back, so you don't have to worry about throwing your rods in the lake, as well as you can access your rod locker from outside or inside the boat. It's everything that all the bigger 20 and 21 foot boats is, but in a smaller package. So you can run a 115, a 150, up to a 175 on this guy and compete in tournaments if you want to, but if you want to just take the family out and have a good day on the lake, the F185 on a single axle trailer, that's your economy entry level boat. That's the one you can get. All right, so this is another one of my favorite packages right here. This is a 19-foot 195 Falcon. So for you guys that are a little bit more serious about tournament fishing, but maybe you just don't want to kind of get in it ankle deep or shoulder deep, or how deep do we say? I don't know. If you don't want to spend too much money, all right, I don't know how deep you want to get. If you don't want to spend too much money, but you want a tournament rig, this one right here, the 195. It's 19 foot long. You can put a 200 horsepower engine on it. You can run as small as a 150 on it and still have a good package and still have it powered where you can kind of get around and move. But just like I mentioned, the 20 and the 21 foot boat just like squished into a 19 foot package. It's got everything that my tournament boat has. Stop. It's got everything that my tournament boat has in a 19 foot boat. You can put it on a single, or a tandem axle trailer, and it's small enough that you don't have to have a full-size truck to pull this guy with. That's something that I don't think a lot of people think about when they're buying a boat is, oh, I got to have a tow vehicle. And if you don't have a good tow vehicle and you buy too big of a boat, it doesn't work out too good. So the 19-foot F195, that's for you guys that are pretty serious tournament fishermen, but you just don't want to spend, you know, $75,000, $80,000. You can get this guy and do everything that you see the pros do on TV. Why are you making so much noise? All right, so I keep calling every boat my favorite. I already know that. But for competition, for serious competition, tour level competition, there's boats that you just kind of, you don't have to have them, but it's a good idea to have at least a 20-foot boat. And I've done a video on this before. The reason that I believe that it's really important to have a 20-foot or larger, not saying that you have to, is mainly just because of the fuel capacity. If I need to make an hour-and-a-half or 2-hour long run with the 20 and 21-foot boat and 50 plus gallons of fuel, I can get there and back without having to stop. It's not about speed for me. It's not about ride for me. It's not about having room for me, because most of the time we fish by ourselves. It 100% comes down to capacity and range. So I run the 20-foot boat. So for you guys that are really, really serious tournament fishermen, if you fish BFLs, if you fish like the Toyota series, you're more serious tournament guys, these next two boats that I'm going to talk to you about are the ones for you. In the 20-footer, this is the F20 Predator right here that we're looking at. That's the guy. That's the one that I run. It's a great performing boat. It rides really well. There's nothing bad that I can tell you about this boat when it comes to performance or fishability. I think it's just the best tournament rig on the water. Of course, I'm going to say that, and I know you're probably rolling your eyes in your head. I don't really care. I'm going to say it anyway. This is the best tournament rig that they make on the water right here. There's not many boats this size that perform like this boat does. Now, I know somebody with a bass cat or something else is going to say, oh, my boat runs 8700. Well, yeah, but you can set that down inside this boat, all right? This is a really, really big boat that is built for the tournament fisherman. What? Say it right there. Say it right there and be quiet. So the last 4 Falcons that I've had, I started out with the 205. I started out with the 205. The 205 is one of the first 20-foot boats they had. Now they have a F20 Predator where some of the trimmings are different, a little slight differences on the hull as well, but those two boats are going to be for the serious tournament fishermen. The biggest difference between the 205 and the F20 is mostly trim. You may save a little bit of money for you guys that want to just go out on a limb and get the 205, but you'll get pretty much the same package, the same lid configuration, the same boat in the F20 Predator, but get a little bit more, just a little bit more bling on it. All right, so that's the difference between the F20 Predator and the 205. But if you're a serious tournament fisherman, this is the boat for you. I promise you'll like it. All right, so this boat right here is the 215 TE. So for you big boat guys, everybody that likes the biggest that they make, for you your diesel truck guys that like, just the Mac Daddy of boats, the 215 TE. I haven't personally run that on the tournament trail, but I have driven one of these boats. This is for you big water guys, you Lake Erie guys. For you guys, maybe you just want a big boat. If that's the one you want, they make this in 2 variations as well. It's a 215 TE, and then they also have a 221 Predator. It's a new boat, the new 21 Predator. I haven't had a chance to drive that one. Look forward to that vlog. We're going to do a vlog where we drive the new 21 Predator as well. The horsepower rating on the 215 and the F20 Predator is pretty much up to 300 horsepower. So for you big horsepower guys, you can run up to 300 horsepower on this guy and be fine. You can run as low as a 250. Definitely wouldn't suggest anything lower than that. You don't want to be that guy. But if your tournaments are unregulated, throw the 300 on there. All right, so you can see Falcon has a boat just about for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're just a family guy that wants to take a small boat out with your family on the weekend, or if you're the serious team tournament partner to the tour guys like myself. Right behind me, I promise you, they have a hull that will fit your needs. So check it out. The Falcons, I promise you're gonna love them. I love mine. I've had about 5 of them so far. I'm looking forward to buying another one.